Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to talk about my disappointing books of 2023. To select these books I looked at my StoryGraph ratings. I first selected the one book I rated 2.5 stars. This was the only book I rated below 3 stars. Then I looked at the books I rated 3 stars. I found 2 that disappointed me. So I only had 3 books in 2023 that disappointed me. I don't typically have too many books that disappoint me. I previously did videos of my top 10 books of 2023 and my top 5 nonfiction books of 2023. My number 3 book is The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena by R.L. Stine. A few years back, I saw the Goosebumps movie and I enjoyed it. That made me curious about the books. Earlier this year I looked at Amazon and I saw that a 10-pack of the books was available for $27, so I bought it. Before I read this book, I read 4 of the books, and I enjoyed them all. This book, not so much. In this book, Jordan and his sister Nicole live in Pasadena, where it never snows. It's stiflingly hot there. When their father gets an opportunity to go to Alaska to attempt to photograph a mysterious creature, they go along with him. There were some tense moments when I wasn't sure how the characters would get out of the situations. I didn't really like lead character Jordan all that much. I found him irritating. And I didn't really like the ending. Overall, I enjoyed the book, but just barely. My number 2 book is From the Earth to the Moon by Jules Verne. When I was younger, I read several Jules Verne books and enjoyed them. So I was curious to read some more. I looked on Amazon for Jules Verne books, and I saw that there was the collected works of Jules Verne available for Kindle for $1.99, so I bought it. Prior to this book, I read several of the stories and enjoyed them. This book talks about the plans for and the manufacture of a huge cannon to be used to shoot a projectile to the moon, and the plans and design of the projectile, which would contain humans. The book kind of reads like a history science book about how they planned the job and how they made the job and how they deployed it. Frankly, I found it boring and there was no real payoff. I didn't enjoy the ending. The book was very boring. My number 1 most disappointing book is The Stranger by Albert Camus. The book is set in Algeria. The time frame isn't specified, but it probably occurred from the early 20th century to the mid 20th century. It was still under French rule at the time. All the main characters are French. No Algerians are talked about in any depth. The main character is a man who just kind of like goes through life and lets it happen to him. He has a decent job that he's good at. He does have some friends who like him. He becomes friends with an unsavory character and he helps him perform an act that I found very upsetting. From this point on, I didn't like the main character. About halfway through the book, a crime is committed, and the remainder of the book deals with the aftermath of the crime and the trial for the crime. I did find the author used beautiful language. I could picture the scenes, I could picture the sky, I could picture beaches, I could picture the oceans. Overall, I was glad I read the book, just barely though. I won't really be searching out any more books by Camus. In 2023, I read a fair amount of classic books. I did enjoy most of them, but I found I couldn't really connect with too many of the main characters. I didn't really care too much about what happened to them. I read several books in the same time period. When I was reading a classic book in the same time period as I read a modern book, I found that I cared a lot more about the characters in the modern books. And for this reason, I don't plan to read that many classic books in 2024. If you liked this video, please like it and subscribe. Thanks for watching.